What's up, YouTube? So have you ever been sitting around thinking, how can I make my life better? How can I become a better, more productive member of society? Well, I have the solution for you, because you're gonna learn how to make a 2013 futuristic glow type beat, alright? So first, I'm gonna play it all at once, and then I'm gonna break it down for you guys. So you're probably thinking, wow, that's really good, Alright, so now I'm gonna break it down for you guys. So when you start a glow beat, you always want to start with some strings, and you always want it to have like you want it to play each beat, and basically you just have it play. And then what I did was I also layered it down a little bit just to add some depth to it. And also here I did a little something with it just to make it more interesting. Alright, I'll play it. See how cool that sounds with the little... I don't even know what I did there, but I just added it because it sounded cool. Yeah, so basically you just have the strings playing on every beat, and then I added in this brass, which sounds like this. Just following the low notes of the strings. And then I wanted to switch it up, so I added in this steel drum. If you have ever listened to rap music before, then you might recognize this from Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy, yo. Stay focused on Fortnite, man, you know what I'm saying? Build, get a lot of materials, get a good team. The way to get a dub is get a good team, that's all you need.
But you know, we're not rap fans around here. We only listen to country, so you know, it's understandable if you won't get the reference, but here's how that pattern goes. So what I did with that pattern was I made this in F minor, and what I did was I just kind of based the melody around G sharp, which is the third. And I used this same method for all the other leads in this as well, and it just sounds good whenever you do that. So after that I added in this piano, which sounds like this. Yeah, so once again I just started at the third, and I just kind of went on from there, just placing in random notes, making it sound good. So basically I just had that piano for like the intro part here, and I also had it play out in other parts of the song, but I layered it with this lead from Purity, which sounds like this. Yeah, so I layered it, and then I also added in another layer, which sounds like this. And then, of course, all of it together, it will sound like this. Yeah, so you get a little bit of everything. And then after that, I of course added in this crash that sounds like this. And I kind of just had it play where the melody would shift, where we would shift down a note in the main progression. So it would play here, and then, and then, and then it would just play again. And yeah, I just had it hit on the same spot, and then at the end of the pattern, I added in this, just to add in a little bit of stutter, which sounded good. And then I added in this bell, which sounds like this. And I just had it follow that same pattern. And then I also added in a Z bell, which followed that secondary pattern that I did where I kind of just brought the note up over here. And it's very, very crucial with the Z bell to add in these fourth beat stutters. Very crucial. Yeah, the stutters are very crucial, because if you didn't add in the stutters, then, you know, it wouldn't really stand out in the beat. It would kind of just be like another like high-pitched layer to it, like they crash. But those stutters, it kind of adds the melody back in. And then what I also did was I added in these two pads. The first one sounds like this. So there was that pattern, and then there's that pad, and then there's this pad here. And I just had both these pads play that main progression. And then what I did was I also added in this guitar, which sounds like this. And what I did was I just did this little pattern, 2-bar pattern, just copy and pasted it over. And as you can see with most of these lead patterns, what I did was I made it revolve kind of around the third, which was the G sharp. And then finally I added in this lead here, and it kind of just goes up and up and up, and kind of just adds some hype to the beat. I think it sounds like this. Sounds, you know, pretty good, pretty standard. And this would be the full melody all together. So pretty much the melody. Now let's move on to the drums. So I started with the snare, very basic, just the default snare pattern. It's crucial to use some sort of glow snare, because if you're just using a regular snare, it won't get that glow feel going. So it's important to add in a snare like this, or the other one. Wait, let me find it. So this one, or this one, or the one I used right there, or those are all good snares. And then after that, what I did was I added in 808 and kick. So I started with this 808. I kind of just made it in purity because I didn't have like a good sub, and it sounds like this. Yeah, and then I just had a kick pattern to follow it, which sounds like this. And then I added in this hi-hat, which is just, main thing is just 2-step or like 3rd-step pattern, depending on what you did with your melody. And then what I did was I just added in a bunch of rolls. The rolls are very important, and it sounds like this. Yeah, so very important, the rolls. And the rolls, you don't have to make them like super packed. I just did it in, I think it was third steps. Yeah, did it, or it might not have been third step, it might have been sixth. Yeah, it was 6 beats, and I just added them in. They sounded good. Then I also added in a open hat to go along with the 808 pattern, which sounded like this. You know, very basic open hat pattern, just goes along with the 808. And then the most important part is the snare roll. With the snare roll, I don't care what you did with your melody or your drums, you have to have it be in third beats. And then basically what I did was I just pitched it up and have a snare pitched down slowly. And this is the snare I used. And yeah, the snare roll, very important in glow beats. You can't have a glow beat without a snare roll. And then that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and in the beginning of the beat, I added in this swoosh sound effect and this riser, just to kind of bring the hype on, so the melody started playing normal, and then swoosh, and then all the other parts came in. And then I added in the fruity love filter, and then I added in this riser, and it sounded like this. And then the beat would start, of course. Oh yeah, and another thing I added in was this slowed triplet effect at the end of the beat, which just sounds like this. Yeah, so I just added that because it sounded cool, and it'd be a cool way to end off the beat with just the love filter riser thing, and then just this and fade away. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the beat. These definitely take a while to make, don't get it twisted. These can take up to hours sometimes. But as long as you stick to the third with your melodies, it speeds up the process pretty well. And yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'll play the full beat for you guys right now. Alright, so that's it for the beat. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll have the full beat linked in the comments in case if anyone wants to go check that out. And yeah, have a great day.